Yo, what's up YouTube? This is the Real Mohingan speaking. So this is to be my introductory video for you all on YouTube. I just thought I'd come in and pretty much give you just a bit of a brief rundown of what I intend to do on this channel. Basically, the intentions are to be making manga reviews, mostly for One Piece. I might dabble into other things, but mostly that's what I read. It is my favourite manga. I read it every week when it comes out, so the idea is I'd be reading through, maybe not live with you, but if I come back and do a few reviews on it afterwards and get my opinions across, see what you think in the comments. Also, I would be looking at playing some PS4 games. So it's pretty much any clips I think you might like, I'll intend to upload. I don't really have any set plans for which games to play, but obviously as the fan base expands, maybe we can see exactly what you guys want to see me play. I might even get online with a few of you guys. But the main thing I really want to bring up and make this channel for is something I'm coining as, well, I believe I'm coining it, it could be an idea that's already out there. Sorry if I'm stepping on anyone's toes if that's the case, but if not, it's something I'm coining as live novel writing. Now, you should be able to see in front of you the picture in the middle of all of that stuff there. That is a character that an illustrator friend of mine designed for me. Now I say for me because he's actually a character in my novel, and I say my novel, it's a novel I'm currently writing. I've been writing it since just before I went to university, which was back in 2011, if you want a brief history of my life. So yeah, I would have graduated in 2014. Wasn't the case, sadly. Turned out it wasn't really for me. I had a few other things going on, and it just sort of meant I didn't really get around to finishing, aside from the fact that I didn't really even enjoy the course as much as I thought I would as well. But beside the point, generally what I wanted to talk about was had a bit of an inspirational moment the other day where I thought to myself, hey, wouldn't it be great if a group of people could just get online onto YouTube, put their heads together and pretty much just come up with an idea for an entire novel, literally just based on fan fiction. I think I was probably watching a video on Rogersbase the other day, which was him reading a fan fiction of a One Piece chapter where Luffy faces a Kainu, and it got me thinking of the idea of hey, why don't I put my novel and my writing skills out there to the public to say, hey, this is my premise, what do you guys think? So the general idea of it would be how I envision of it and how I would intend to break it down is I would deliver a video to you to kind of detail, maybe the prologue or the introduction to the book, the characters, where I see maybe the story coming in, on like chapter 1, or whichever part we may be on at the time. Then I pretty much present the floor to you as the audience to sort of, during a live stream, or maybe keep the video up so that to the point where you could comment afterwards, and then I would, either people would vote on these comments for what they like the most, or like I would pick out a few that I like the look of and maybe put them into a poll, and then they could be voted on by you again, and we can basically do this for each individual chapter. So, for example, I would put up like the premise for the book, for like the overall maybe story to begin with, like no set goals or anything. Like this is just sort of my concept of the story. So maybe like me doing the prologue to begin with, to give you all kind of a ground zero, base form to work from. And then it'd get to a point where I'd be like, right, chapter 1, here's your introduction, here's where I see it starting. Where should we go with this? Where do you guys want us to take this? And then you'll in the comments put in your opinions. Maybe even we do the vote, do the poll, whichever it may be. I'll go away and write up the most popular outcome from that in sort of the way I envision it being written, and then I'll come back and use the end of chapter 1 as the basis and introduction of the next video, which will then be chapter 2. And we pretty much do the same thing where we roll into chapter 2, everyone comments again, the direction they want to take, maybe even like bullet points or paragraphs to say like, this is exactly what I want to see happen. And yeah, again, I'll go away, write that up, etc., etc. It'll get to a point where these chapters will build up. We can maybe get to a point where after a few chapters, we sit and review and say, is this flowing well? Is there something we maybe need to put in to tweak it, or do we need a change of direction, whatever it might be? A lot of the things I'll be picking to go into the polls or whatever would probably, I would favour myself as maybe things that I think would fit the mechanic of the story overall, like chapter to chapter. So hopefully it shouldn't get too off track. It will, of course. It should get taken out of my hands slightly. That's kind of the whole idea of me presenting the floor to you all as the fan base. The idea is really, the concept is basically, this is for anyone who's ever thought, hey, I have this idea for a story, or hey, like I have this great idea for a fan fiction or whatever, who maybe has a great idea, like has some creativity inside them that makes them think, I really want to get this idea out there, but has never really either had the confidence or the patience, the ability, maybe not really had the right inspiration for them to basically turn around and go, yeah, okay, I'm going to go and do that. So this is basically just a platform for all of us to come together, share ideas, get our voices heard, and basically just be part of a project that should be bigger than ourselves. It's something I could have maybe sat here and done by myself, and well, God only knows, I have been sat here and been writing this myself, for quite a while now, and it's not that I can't do it, it's not that I won't do it if it turns out this channel just falls through, but it's just an idea I had. I woke up and I thought, actually, this could be a big thing that a lot of people get behind, could be a thing that only a few people get behind. Regardless of whichever it is, I think if people want to get their voices heard and I can help them do that, then I'm more than happy to give it a go. So anyway, I'm going to sign off from this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Just whether you'd be on board for something like this, like what kind of stories you read, maybe a little bit about like your reading history, or like if you've tried to write anything, a bit of your writing history. This isn't going to be revolving around me and my ideas. It's very much a group thing, and like almost a big group session in terms of just to basically get a novel together and get it out there. Like that's the big goal at the end of it all, is to get that novel out there and published. And if the fan base is grown enough by then, hey, we're all pitching in on it. Publishers are going to snap it up. If not, then hey, it's a fun little thing we can do together, and hey, it might even help a few of us along the way. Anyway, this has been the Real Mohingan on my debut video. Please, like, subscribe, leave some comments down below, letting me know what you think of the idea, what you think of the video, and yeah, I'll be back soon to update you all on everything. Anyway, peace.